welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano and I'm back with another lightsaber toy video today. We're going to be looking at Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Now if you take a look at the side of the display, there's actually a thing telling you about single deluxe, double, and double deluxe lightsabers. Now these are the different variations you can buy, the most expensive being that double deluxe, runs around $50, while the single goes for about $24. I know you can use your annual pass holder discount. And actually beneath that there's a long list of all the different types of lightsabers you could make. So the first thing we're going to look at is all these different emitters, and there's quite a few different ones. I'm not going to name them all off individually, but they are in that last shot. The next step 2 is going to be you're going to choose a blade. There's a couple different colors here, red, blue, green, and purple. The hilt is the same. All of these hilts are just one hilt. They all get covered by different pieces, but this hilt is different than the hilt that I have in my previous models. So once you've got all that set up, you want to get rings and sleeves to basically complete what's left in the hilt. There's short rings, there are long rings, there's even a short sleeve and a long sleeve in different combinations of the two. And there's actually even one that's a cover, but different combinations of them will lead to different looks. And if you go back and check that little front panel where all the different lightsabers were listed, you can try to customize one to look just like your favorite Jedi. Alright, the last step is going to be to choose an end cap or an adapter. Now the adapter is what makes double lightsabers, letting you get that double deluxe or just a double bladed lightsaber altogether. Or you could just go with a standard end cap to look like one of your favorite Jedi's lightsabers. Now while we're looking at all of these end caps for the lightsabers, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I built this Kylo Ren lightsaber. Alright, so I'm going to be building the single Kylo Ren lightsaber. So first thing you're going to start off with is the emitter. So we've got his fancy deluxe emitter, and we can see both sides there. It does extend as little cross blades. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our red blade. It's going to go right in the center there. It's going to place right through, just like that. And then it'll actually sit. You can spin it a little bit. And the next portion we're going to get to is going to be choosing our hilt. Now all of these hilts are a little bit different this time around. In the last video we did, you could see that there were crystals on the inside that would actually change the sound. And these newer 2016, 2015 Force Awakens versions don't have that in there. There was even a storage space here that had it. And again, that doesn't open, but it still is where the sound comes out of. So it's a little bit different. I don't know, let me know what you guys think down below, if you guys like this one versus the older one better. But what you do next is you're going to place this right on there, and you find the little threads up here. You just screw that right on. Alright, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to customize this hilt, but we want it to match Kylo Ren. So I'm going to pull all the pieces for Kylo Ren. Now one thing to note is there is a right and wrong way to do it when it comes to Kylo Ren's. If you notice there's these little threads on the inside, so you can have it match up with these lines down on the side. And you want to make sure that this red piece is actually going opposite of where your button is. And I'm not even sure if that's right. That might be upside down. So if you put it in this way, so like I said, there is a wrong and a right way to do it with the Kylo Ren specific one. Let me see if I can grab another piece here. And the next part to put on here is going to be the sleeve. Again, there is a right and a wrong way. If you notice here, it's a little bit thicker on this red portion up top than it is at the bottom. So if you put it in wrong, I'll show you real quick, it won't line up quite right. In fact, see, it'll hit this way. But if you put it in the right way, it should line up perfectly right there. Now to end this, we've got the final piece, which is going to be the bottom of Kylo Ren's hilt, and it should screw on and line up automatically. There you go, you see the red lines hit perfectly. Now another option that they have here is if you don't want to choose an end cap, you can go for what's called the double deluxe lightsaber, and they have both light side and dark side versions of this adapter, and it'll screw on right to the bottom. And what you can do is build a whole other lightsaber and attach it to the end, and it even has a little piece that will let it come out.
So how you take this apart?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And then I'm going to put it back in. We'll cut that part out. And then
Maybe you should have it
back in.
where?
Now that release, this little button here. Two.
Okay.
4. Now, while I was at Disneyland playing with this thing, we were, kind of messing around with it a little bit more, and I did notice something that's not in the video when I was there. I didn't realize it till we were out later, but it actually does make a different noise when you have the Kylo Ren emitter on the top. So let's listen to the Kylo Ren version. Sounds really unstable, and it has that crackling noise in the beginning. Let's hear the crackling noise one more time. Okay. Okay, now let's take this top off. There's actually little buttons, actually as part of the grooves that go onto the top here, they will push little buttons within the grooves here on the actual hilt itself, and because of that it causes it to make a different sound. And there's two little lights, one on this side and one on this side, that will also light up if that button is depressed. So the other caps don't hit that same little sensor right there to cause it to do that, making it sound like a normal lightsaber. You want to hear it? Here it is. Sounds very normal. Now let me just push that little button. And these little side lights are lit up. Kind of see them there, lit up. Or normal lightsaber. And the side lights aren't lit up nearly as much. And what those do is they actually put light towards these little small cross blades, or as I call them, baby lightsabers, down on the bottom. So let's kind of go from normal lightsaber back into Kylo Ren. Now another cool thing about that double bladed piece, there's that adapter that lets you hook up two of these so you can make like a double Kylo Ren lightsaber. It actually will work with the older model. So if you hook that up to an older customize your own lightsaber kit from Disneyland, the older ones, you can actually screw that in together. Let's see if we can try that. And it will work just fine. See, there you go. That works beautifully. And again, there is that nice release button. You hold it, pull it, and it just looks, it's awesome. It's really cool. Now that is different from the Blade Builders lightsabers, the newer ones, because those actually have a different adapter to make a double blade. This, I've got Anakin's lightsaber, and I also have Darth Vader's lightsaber here hooked up to each other. But there is a different kind of adapter they use. And theirs goes in through the bottom because all of the Blade Builders versions have a hole that will not fit that same hole as the Build Your Own lightsaber from Disneyland. Now personally, I like the Build Your Own lightsaber toys a lot more than the Blade Builders. Because of that reason, is the adapter lets you create a lot more different things. Especially if you want to go double bladed, you can recreate older lightsabers, while the Blade Builder seems to be more just like crazy weird shapes other than recreating other lightsabers with individual pieces. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you like this version where you can build your own individual pieces from end to middle to the top? Or do you like the Blade Builders where you can just go crazy with all the weird shapes? I want to hear what you think down in the comments below. And stay tuned because I'll be doing another video from the Disneyland Build Your Own Lightsaber Station where I build Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels' lightsaber. Stay tuned, I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you, always.